Good evening everybody, it's Charlie and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone has come to terms with this afternoon's 2-2 draw with Queen's Park Rangers. It's time for your player ratings video, rating every individual player on their performance from today's game. Just before we get into it, please make sure that you are smashing that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you are brand new and hit the notification bell, and of course get your thoughts and opinions and your ratings into the comment section down below. I am recording this whilst the Swansea against Burnley game is happening, so apologies if the game has not gone our way and you're watching this, but if it has gone our way, fantastic. So yeah, like I say guys, not the result we would have wanted today, but I think given the fact that we're 2-0 down, you know, we showed good character and a good mentality to get back into the game. And, you know, at the end of this weekend, we will still be top of the league going into the international break, which is all that we wanted going into it. But like I said, we're here to do player ratings, guys. So let's get straight into it with Illan Meslier. Again, it sounds daft that he conceded 2 goals, but he wasn't at fault for either of them. I thought other than that, distribution was okay at times. Made some good, you know, punches out from set pieces, and I thought commanded his box a little bit better, especially than what he did last weekend against Portsmouth. I'll give him a 6. I thought he was okay in the game, didn't really do too much, and again, he wasn't at fault for either of the goals. Jayden Bogle, obviously his rating is slightly higher given the fact that he scored. Thought he was fairly good in the game. I thought him and Dan James didn't really have that connection that they usually do in games, unfortunately. But as he got his goal, I will give him a 7 out of 10. Joe Rodon, I'm also going to give a 7 to, who I thought was actually quite... I thought he dealt with their forward, Frey, quite well in the game, given the fact that he was trying to be quite physical and aggressive towards both our centre-backs, but I thought Rodon handled him quite well. His ball-playing ability out from the back was very good today as well, so that's why I'm going to give him a 7. Pascal Struijk, on the other hand, I felt that he just wasn't at it today. I thought his passing out from the back was quite poor, and defensively at times he did look a bit shaky, and for that reason I am going to give him a 6. Junior Firpo, you know, he didn't actually get the goal in the end, did he? It went down as an own goal, but he was involved in the build-up. I thought he actually linked up quite well with Solomon down at the left-hand side. I'm going to give him a 6.5. I thought it was all right. I thought it was fairly adequate, and, you know, had a decent enough game. Joe Rothwell, I'm going to give a 7 to. I thought he was quite good in the game, actually. You know, all the points that we all know about Joe Rothwell, his ball playing ability, how cool he is under pressure, his weight of pass, and the way that he likes to drive forward and influence the attacks as well. Ayo Tanaka, I'm going to give a 7 to as well. I thought that, again, like Joe Rothwell, you know, calm under pressure, some nice progressive balls up the pitch. Maybe wasn't vintage Tanaka that we've seen for the majority of the season, but I still thought he was, you know, he was good for his level. So we'll give him a 7. Dan James, I just didn't think was at it today. I just did not think he was at it. Again, involved in the equaliser, you know, it's a good ball in. But other than that, I don't think he really affected the game that much in the way that he would have hoped and the way we would have hoped him to as well. Last few games, he's kind of not had the same effect. You know, I've seen fans on Twitter saying that, you know, the purple patch is over. I wouldn't go that far. I still would like Dan James in the starting 11. I just think of late teams have maybe doubled up on him and realised that, you know, that he is a threat. And I think they're, you know, obviously trying to nullify him in games. For that reason, I'm going to give him a 6. I thought he was a little bit below par for his level. Brendan Aronson, let's just get it out of the way. I'm going to give him a 4.5, and that's being generous. No physicality, no, you know, decisiveness. The lack of football IQ in that position when he's facing his own goal to just gift them their opening goal, I thought was shocking. And for me, there'll be a certain player who came on in his replacement. For me, it should be playing number 10 for the rest of the season. But yeah, Brendan, I'll give a 4.5. Solomon, I actually felt was our man of the match. I thought it was our biggest threat going forward. You know, some good balls into the box that unfortunately were not met. Involved in the equaliser as well. He could have actually had the equaliser, but it was a good save from the keeper. So yeah, I'm going to give Solomon an 8 in this game. For me, he was the man of the match for Leeds United. Joel Pirot, again, in and out of the game. Some good bits, some not so good bits. I'm going to give him a 6.5. I thought it was all right. And on to the subs that came on. Was it Nonto came onto the pitch, didn't he? At half-time. And yeah, I thought he was one of the best players. I'm going to give Nonto a 7 for his second half performance. I thought he was really good. Involved in the equaliser with a lovely threaded ball through to Dan James. So yeah, I'll give him a 7. And Ladji Ramazani, yeah, didn't really do much, did he, when he come on? So I'll give him a 5. And Daniel Farker as a rating. The fact that he had the balls to make the change at half-time and it actually had a positive impact on the second half performance. I'll give Daniel Farker a 7 for this one. I will give him a 7 out of 10 for his performance in this game. So yeah, that is my player ratings done with for this evening, guys. I really hope that you've all enjoyed it. As I say, get all your ratings into the comment section and let me know who your man of the match was in today's draw with QPR. Make sure you're liking, make sure you're commenting, and make sure you're subscribing, of course, and hitting the notification bell. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.